Hey, thanks for joining me for the fundamentals of American Sign Language. Let's get started. In this video, you'll learn the hand shapes for fingerspelling. Let's get started. A. So notice that my fingernails are not pressed in. They're resting gently, like if you were waving and put your hand down. My thumb is right next to my fingers, all connected. A. B. So my thumb is loosely turned in. If your thumb is a little bit shorter, you can rest it right here. Generally, it's turned in just a bit more. My fingers are together. B. C. So you have the C shape. C. D. So notice that you have your donut hole in the middle of D. D. And D, like you're pointing to the dog. D. E. So your fingers can either be touching or almost touching. Okay. So all four of your fingers will be bent down. Your thumb will be bent in, not outwards. It's going to be bent in. So it can be this way. You want to avoid putting each of your fingers behind your thumb. This is an S. So you want to have it resting gently on top or just slightly above. E. F. So notice that my fingers are completely apart. F. So think F like a fan, like you're fanning yourself. F. G. Think like about this much. G. It's a good enough amount. Okay, so G. So notice here, my thumb is turned in toward me. Okay, so not turning out. Turn it this way, and I'm going across my body. G. Not turned up, so you can see the front of my hand here. G. H. So all I've done is I've added, so from G, you can see there, to H. Okay, H. You can rest your thumb down, or you can have your thumb up, either way. H. I. The important thing about the I is that you want to make sure that your thumb is wrapped around the front. You don't want it sticking up because this looks like a Y, okay? So I, so finger is vertical rather than turned to the side. So I. J, so it starts with your palm facing forward just like I. Then twist, goes down, and turns in, and it actually ends in. So from this view, J. K. So K is a pointer finger up and your thumb up, and then your middle finger facing forward. Okay, so there we go. So index finger vertical, middle finger horizontal, thumb right here in the middle. K. L. Just like it looks. M. So you think mountains. So you have 3 fingers going over your thumb. Again, mountains. So sometimes when you're fingerspelling, it'll rest a little more open. So it'll be more like this. You'll be able to see it, but your 3 fingers will still be over the top. Sometimes people close it more like this. This is more difficult to get to as you're fingerspelling something quickly. So you want to be able to know that this is the textbook definition of M, but this is also an M as well. M. Similar to an M, just 2. So we have in, or like we talked about, in, slightly more open. All right. In. Fingers are not crossed, fingers are next to each other. O. Okay. O. P, very similar to a K. So middle finger is pointed straight down. Index finger horizontal. And thumb right there in the middle as well. Okay. P. Q. So you're not going to stick out your thumb and try to make it straight down. You are going to keep your thumb more at your side, but you are going to have your Q this way. So similar to the little bit, same hand shape. So you can see the front of my hand and my thumb is closest to my body. Q. R. It's important to make sure that your middle finger is over your index finger, R. And sometimes R, you'll see that someone has their thumb out. Generally, R is signed this way. This could be acceptable as well in the middle of fingerspelling. So R. S. So all of your fingers are going to be behind your thumb, like kind of a good fist there. S. Okay, it does not have to be held super tightly. It can more just be rested. S. T, you want to stick your thumb through the middle, okay? Thumb through the middle right there. Okay, so T. Again, not very tightly, just resting. T. U, fingers together. Other fingers here. V, fingers apart. W, also fingers apart. And your index or your pinky and your thumb are touching. X, so like a number 1 hand shape, okay? So there's no D in the middle, no donut hole, like a number 1, and then scrunch it down, okay? X. Y, now your Y might be more like this, trying to get it to the right spot. That's definitely okay. I've been practicing for years. Later, yours will get wider as well. So Y. Important on this one, it has your thumb and your pinky out. Y. And Z. There we go. Bye. Thanks for joining me for the fundamentals of American Sign Language.